Hi guys, today we're gonna do catenaries. Catenaries actually is a mechanical part of a transmission line. It's not like the electrical part where maybe you have to calculate the electrons and stuff or current. No. It's the mechanical part. What is the mechanical part of a transmission line? Let's say for instance you've got a Cartesian plane here, y, x, and then you've got this cable. This cable which hangs freely under gravity. This curve at which it hangs. Let's say for instance we've got YA there, YB there, which are the supports of course. Which are the supports. This curve here is called a uniform catenary. And the lowest point of this cable is called a sag. The sag is the distance from there to where the supports end there. Of course, if the support are on the same level, like this one, let's assume this is at the same level. So this sag is denoted by the symbol D. And the distance from, let's say this is our point of origin, and it's O, and then this is point A. The distance between OA is denoted by the symbol D, and it is called a parameter of the catenary. Now, the minimum force acting at the lowest point there at the cable, let's assume this is the minimum tension. Let's say it is the minimum tension. This minimum tension, its formula is CW. Why? The weight of this cable is there, its maximum weight, and C passes at that point. So TO is the distance at which it passes at the origin multiplied by the weight of that cable. Say this is your formula number 1. This is the minimum cable, the minimum force rather, sorry. And then the force acting there, you can call it the maximum tension. Now look guys, this is very, very important, and I want to show you is the same as there. Now, this cable also got a weight there. It has a weight, and the distance passing at that point there is this distance, which is YA. That is why the maximum tension at that point, it will be the weight per meter multiplied by the length, the vertical distance passing through that point. So you've got now two formulas. Two formulas. The distance, this is the horizontal axis. The distance from here to there, you can call it XA. From here to there, you can call it XB. Now, this cable is denoted by the symbol S. And the distance from there to there, the distance of the cable from there to there, you can call it SA, because this is the A part, this side. There, you can call it SB. Okay, let's say this is SB. Then the total distance from there to there, this distance, it will be the total length of the chain. The total length of the chain. Now, we can basically, this is basically what you will be asked. And always remember, the weight is denoted in newtons per meter. It's always per meter. Always per meter. It is the weight per meter. You're gonna see when we do this. Let's use these formulas, guys. Okay, before maybe we can start with an example. Also, S is equals to C hyperbole of sine X over C. X over C. This is another formula you can use to calculate the length of the chain. And then you remember, guys, you did your mathematics. Pythagoras is also there. This YA is y squared is equals to SA squared plus C squared. C passes A there, but it also passes SB there. That is why it's there. So YB, because of they're on the same level, YA is the same as YB, meaning also YA is equal to what? Is equal to the parameter of the catenary, which is C, plus the sec of the catenary, which is D. Let's demonstrate with an example, guys. Let me write an example down. So, guys, here is our example. It says a uniform chain. Let's write it down. Let's draw it actually. A uniform chain which is 30 meters long. It means this chain is 30 meters long. Hangs between 2 points on the same level. These points, YA and YB, are on the same level. For that reason, they are equal. Now, the sec at the midpoint, the distance from here, say to there, from here to there, D is the sec, and it is given as the sec at the midpoint is 4 meters. The total weight of this chain, the weight is always per meter, guys. The total weight of this chain is 500 Newton. Calculate the tension in the chain at each of the fixed points. The fixed points, guys, these points, meaning they want the maximum tension at each of these fixed points. There. And the tension, maximum tension, there, it's WYA or WYB. YYA or YB, it means they are equal. Now, let's first find YA or YB. YA or YB. Let's say, for instance, we've got C there also. It's not given. But 4 is given. The weight is given. So what do we do here, guys? We're gonna say YA is equals to C plus D. The distance, this YA is the distance from here to there. What does that mean? It means this C is the distance from here to there plus D. They should give you YA or YB. That's basically the case. And you are given as well that therefore C plus 4 is equals to YA, right? But also you've got this formula, the Pythagoras theorem. It says YA squared is equals to SA squared plus C squared. Now, if the chain is 30 meters long, it means the distance of the chain from there to there is 15 meters. Also from there to there is 15 meters. Meaning SA is equals to 15 meters. You've got SA. The total S from here to there is 30. But S from here to there is 15. So you've got SA as 15. You choose this. You can't work both sides. You always have to cut it into half. That's the principle. Now, Now, YA is equals to what? YA is equals to C plus 4. It's C plus D, but C plus D is equals to C plus 4 because C is not given. So it's C plus 4 squared. It's squared there. It's equals to what? You are given SA as 15, which is 15 squared plus C is not given. So you've got only one variable to work out there, and then you use your simple basic grade 1 or grade 10 mathematics, and it's equals to what? This time is that it's C squared plus, guys, this is 8. You know your quadratic equations. This is 8. It's C plus 4 plus C plus 4 plus 8C plus 4 squared is 16, and it's equals to what? It's equals to 15 squared, I think, is 200 and it's equals to 215. Guys, I can see we have made a mistake somewhere, but it's not a simple mistake. The only thing I was just checking in the problem, it's actually 20 here instead of 15. It's 20 instead of 15, meaning you are given 10 there, 10 there. The total distance is 20, not 30. So SA is equals to 10. So it's 10 there. Sorry for that, guys. It's maths, you know it happens. So it means this plus that was the only problem. That was the only problem. So it's C squared plus 8C plus 16 is equals to 10 squared is equals to 100 plus C squared. Now, if this comes this side, this gonna cancel that. You're gonna be left with what? You're gonna be left with 8C is equals to 100 minus 16. 8C is equals to 100 minus 16 is 84. Therefore, you divide both sides by 8 such that this cancels that, and then C is equals to what? C is equals to 84 divided by 8. C is equals to 10.5. C is equals to 10.5 meters, of course. This distance here is 10.5. Guys, I don't have a space, so I'm trying to make a space for you. So I'm gonna delete this problem because already you've got it in mind. Okay, guys, I've just deleted the question to make a space more bigger for you. But let's march on. So we found that C is equal to 10.5. So what is A then? Meaning A is equal to C plus D, where C is calculated as 10.5 plus D is given as 4, and therefore YA is equals to 14.5 meters. 14.5 meters. Those who knows better than you and me will tell you guys, this is really challenging for the N6 level. So while we try to work together, try find solutions, problems, help each other to grow, please man, don't forget to like, share this video, subscribe, or even drop a comment so that maybe when we try something new again, so that we can help each other, you are notified when the new video is being popped up or dropped. But yes, YA is equal to 14.5. Let's write it down there. 14.5 meters. This is also 14.5 meters. Why? Because they are on the same level, horizontal level. They are equal. Yeah, basically this is the case. Now then that you've got YA, remember, YA passed there. I'm just making an example. It's not passing, but let's say, for instance, it passes there. And it passed the weight of the cable there. For that reason, the maximum tension there is the weight, because the weight is there. And then YA pass there, or they meet at that point. And then remember, I said this weight is always in per meters. Is the weight per meter. Is the weight per meter. So you are given the weight as 500 Newton. Is 500 Newton per meter of a chain. And the chain is given as 20. Multiply by what? Multiply by 14.5. Why? Why actually this is the case? Remember, we want the Newton, which is the tension or the force. Now, we put meters there and there such that they should come and cancel each other and left only with this Newton. That's why. So, 500 divided by 20 is equal to what? 500 divided by 20 is 25. 25 multiplied by 14.5 is equal to what? 362.5 Newton. Remember, it was meters there because the chain is in meters, 20 meters. It is 14.5 meters there. So because of you multiplied, this will cancel that. We're only gonna left with this, the Newton. Basically, that's why. So the answer is 362.5 Newton. If you got a question or another problem, we're still gonna solve a lot of these, guys. This is just the beginning. This one is for the horizon. There's gonna be the ones maybe for support at different levels and the approach, the principles and that. But unfortunately, I would like to go on and talk and solve problems, but they say length to the video, and I'm giving only 20 or 25 minutes. But let's march on. Now you've got the tension there, which is point A. You are also requested to calculate what? You are also requested to calculate the inclination, the angle, this angle there. But if you extend this like this angle is gonna be like this. And it's equals to what? It is equals to S is equals to C tan of tau. So you just have to make tau subject of the formula. This is given. This is what? This is 10. S there is 10. SB. You are here. Is 10 is equal to C. You calculated C as 10.5 multiplied by tan of tau. So you divide by 10, by 10.5. So is 10 divided by 10.5 is equals to this. Now, let's divide by tan. It will be, if you divide by tan, it becomes the arctan of 10.5, 10 rather, sorry, divide by 10.5 is equals to what? Is equals to tau. Therefore, tau is equals to what? It is equals to the arctan, opening the brackets, 10 divided by 10.5, closing the brackets. Answer. It is equals to 43.6 degrees. 43.6 degrees. 43.6 degrees. Basically, that's the angle there. This can count. This can amount to 15 and 12 to an extent, even as far as 20 marks. But basically, this is the case. And then they also ask what? they asked the horizontal distance, the horizontal distance between the two fixing points. The horizontal distance between the two fixing points. The horizontal distance between the two fixing points. So this distance, XA is the distance from here to there. XB is the distance from here to there. The combination of the two will give you the total distance. Now, SA is equals to C hyperbole of XA over C. This is the angle. It is the formula you can use. It's the formula you can use. And SA is equal to what? SA is equal to 10 is equal to C is 10.5 hyperbole, sine hyperbole of XA over C. Let's divide by the sine hyperbole of sine. Or first, let's divide by 10.5. We're going to have 10 divided by 10.5 is equals to sine hyperbole angle of XA over C. Now we can divide by this and we're going to get the arcsine hyperbole. The arcsine hyperbole of 10 over 10.5 is equals to what? Is equals to XA over C. But what is C? We still remember what is C. It is 10.5. That's C. Now, let's get the arcsine hyperbole of 10.5. So to do the arcsine, you say second function hyperbole of sine. You get the arcsine hyperbole. Opening the brackets, then you say 10 divided by 10.5. Closing the brackets, answer. And you get what? You get 0.847 to the three decimal digits is equal to XA over 10.5. And if you cross multiply to make XA subject of the formula, it's gonna be 10.5 multiplied by 0.847 is equals to XA. Therefore, XA is equals to what? It will be 10.5 multiplied by 0.847 is equals to 8.8964 meters. XA is the distance from here to there. Now, what is the distance from here to there? XA is equals to XB. So you have to multiply this or you have to add them together. Therefore, the total X will be 8.894 multiplied by 2. And you get what? You get 17.787 meters. So basically, guys, this is the procedure and the principle used to calculate or to approach the catenary problems. This is just the beginning, guys. Please drop problems and then comment as well. Tell me maybe what type of catenaries you like me maybe to approach and so on. I'm gonna see you again in the next video. Mwah.